Okay, so this is going to be kind of short because I have to take care of my son who just had a little bit of an accident. He has a big fat knot on his head, and I need to get him to the doctor now because he doesn't listen to his mother about wearing his helmet. We go through this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all the time. He only goes to school 2 blocks away from here. But as you know, most accidents happen within a very tiny radius around your house. And that's what happened. And another thing that I tell him to do that he obviously didn't listen to me about was don't use your front brake when you're going downhill. Because what happens when you use your front brake and you're going super duper fast? Hey, Kate, when you're going super fast, going downhill, even going straight across, if you're going super fast and you hit your front brake, your back end will come up and over. I've said that so many times. And the two of us, when we go riding together and we're going down a steep hill, which we've got tons of around here, I always say, back brake, back brake, back brake. And he got into the habit of hitting his front brake because he didn't listen to me. I mean, what are you going to do? So he didn't listen to me on the wearing the helmet. He doesn't listen to me on which brake to use and to avoid. So now he's got a big fat knot on his head, on the right side of his head, a nice scrape on his cheekbone, and tore up his shirt, and his knee hurts. He went up and over on his bike trying to avoid a kid that crossed right in front of him. So kids, watch where you're going. But it's heavy traffic in the morning. There's like 2 schools getting in. There's a middle school and the high school, and he was right into the high school. Anyway, so he went up and over. We got to take him to the doctor. He's got a big, big bruise. So I had to appeal to his vanity. I was like, your orbital bone and your cheekbone are your 2 best features on your face. You must wear a helmet. You must wear something. You've got to stop using that brake. You've got to take care of those cheekbones that your mother gave you, and that orbital bone that covers those beautiful eyes that your mother also gave you. Anyway, so now he's like, oh, wait. And I'm like, yeah, no. When I was talking about keeping the brain safe, that wasn't enough. But when I start talking about the orbital bone and like the cheekbone, that's different. Whatever, fine. I don't care as long as he starts wearing a stupid helmet. So there's that. All right. So I wanted to do a little experiment. It's going to include water. This may go wrong. This may go horribly wrong. And food coloring. So this is how we're going to. Okay. So we all shit talk ourselves, right? What are some of the things we say about ourselves? Anybody? Anybody? Some of the bad things we say about ourselves that fall under the umbrella of not being enough. Funny enough, when I went to go pick my son up today from the nurse's office, I walked through the counseling office, and there, big sign, on the side, and it just said, you are enough. And I started laughing because I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about today. How perfect. And I was like, it's a sign. I'm like, no, it's everywhere. People are saying it everywhere because we have to constantly remind ourselves that we are enough, that what we're doing is enough. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes we do need to step up. But we beat ourselves up more, I think, than we actually should, And I don't like using the word should. I don't like shoulding over anybody. But in this case, I think I'm right. Sorry, guys. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. So one of the things we say about ourselves is, I'm not smart enough. Okay. It's not too bad. And then, well, maybe I should run it a little more. And then one of the other things we say about ourselves is, you guys are here for the experiment. It took a long time yesterday to get it done. Hold, please. It took a while to get it done yesterday, so I hope I get it well this time. All right, Michelle, thank you for coming. What are some of the bad things we say about ourselves? We're not smart enough. What else? Oh, another Michelle. I know so many Michelles. Michelle Estabrook. Oh, Michelle, our Dodgers. Michelle Estabrook. We're kind of all like, I don't know. I woke up today, felt like I had just experienced like a major breakup or something. Anyway, okay. Another bad thing we say about ourselves is we don't have enough stuff, maybe? Or no, that's another red. That's supposed to be red? The other one was orange, huh? Okay, and then what's something else that we say about ourselves? We're stupid. How many times, honestly, in your life, have you ever looked in the mirror and said, I'm stupid, or that was stupid, or don't be so stupid? There you go. Stupid is an ugly word. Stupid is ugly. Oh, but we say it. Or just plain, nobody loves me because I'm whatever. And that's what it really comes down to, the enough stuff. It's all about like love, right? Love and acceptance and belonging. That's all any human craves. And so we say all those awful, awful things to ourselves. And pretty soon we got a big, ugly, black mess. I know. I'm going to get my finger all ugly right now. I have to explain that to the nurse later. But yeah, so we've got this big, ugly, black mess when we talk about how we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we're not rich enough, we don't have enough things, we don't have enough people, we don't have enough, I don't know, everything. Anybody else? What else? What else we got? Not skinny enough. Thank you, Michelle. And there's another thing that, so before I forget, so real quick, because this took a while yesterday. So this is bleach. Bleach is playing the part of, oof, I'm not like trying to sell. I'm not choosing. This is just the one I grew up with. Anyway, so when we start saying nicer things about ourselves, when we start having some gratitude in our lives, things start to clear up. Is it starting to clear up? It's going to take a while. I'm going to set that aside. All right. So not skinny enough. It's funny. I sent out a questionnaire because I'm writing something right now. And I'm late because I'm not, what's it called? What's that word? The word where you do things that you're disciplined. I don't even know the freaking word. I'm not disciplined enough. And that's something I know. So I had to find somebody to be my accountability person. Because I know that about myself, so then I don't beat myself up about not being disciplined enough. But so I sent out this questionnaire, right? And I thought it was interesting, the things that a lot of people, it turned out to be number one was I don't exercise enough. And I was like, I know most of these women that I sent this questionnaire to. I've seen them work out. I've seen them go on walks. Yeah, we're not in the gym every day. We're not posting leg day selfies, but I've seen them working out. And I thought about how I had phrased it. In no other question or no other statement that I asked them to choose from, I had 25 statements to choose from, and I said, choose up to 10. And some people chose 10, some people just chose a few, but I said only 10. I don't want us to walk away like hating ourselves for, all this stuff we're bad at or whatever, or that we don't feel good enough about. But that one was the number one. It was, I don't work out enough. And I realized that I had left the word enough in the statement. In no other statements did I say enough. That was the trigger. And so I thought this is more about enough than it is about working out. Because anytime we say, are you doing enough of that? Well, no. We never think we're doing enough. We never think we are enough. We are always like, no, I could do more. I could do more. I could do more. I'm like, the reality is maybe you can't. Maybe you only have a certain amount of time, a certain amount of energy, a certain amount of access, but we'll still beat ourselves up because we go on to Instagram, scroll through, and we're seeing all these people that are at the gym having leg day, and we're like, maybe binge watching that new show Sabrina because it's really creepy and awesome. And oh my God, the little girl from Mad Men, she's a trip, man. But anyway, so we all like do these horrible things and say these horrible things to ourselves because we don't think we are enough, have enough, or are doing enough. Hey, Shannon, how are you? So good to see everybody here this morning. Teresa just said yes. Which part did you say yes to? Because I know we've had these conversations in the past before, but yeah, we'll beat ourselves up and we'll murk up the water. So now it's kind of starting to clear up. So the clearing up are the words that we say to ourselves that and this is, it's everywhere. And if you look around, if you look enough, you'll see them everywhere. Oh, look, I just said enough again. If you look around and you open your eyes and you're aware of it, you'll see the signs everywhere that show you, that say, I am enough, you are enough. And there are things that we give ourselves, goals that we're going to give ourselves, right, that we do need to, you know, stay on top of and whatever. But sometimes maybe losing 10 pounds is what you're going to lose. And you wanted to lose 30, but maybe you'll lose 10 or 15. That may be enough because you may not be 25 anymore. It's really easy to lose 20 pounds when you're 25. Not so easy when you're 45. 20 pounds, you're like, maybe I'll do 10. Anybody there with me? 10 sounds great. Yes, about beating ourselves up. Yes, we totally do. Okay, so now it's clearing up a little more, but look, see, like it takes so long to clear that up, to clear all the black crap up. So we've already done all kinds of damage to ourselves, beating ourselves up because we're not enough in our heads. How about this week? Just like maybe if you have a meditation time, or if you start to find yourself getting frazzled in the afternoon, it's going to seem silly, but do it. Just stop in the middle of the frazzle and just be like, I am enough. I am love. I am light. I am enough. So easy. It's going to take a lot of that to backtrack and clear up all the other crap we've said about ourselves. But repeat after me, right? 10 pounds would be freaking awesome right now. Working on that daily. So repeat after me, you guys. Right now, wherever you are, honestly, nobody cares. Nobody's watching. I swear to you. I am love. I am light. I am enough. All right. I got to go take a boy to a doctor's office to talk about that big bump on his head now. But anyway, I love you guys, and I am here for you, and have a great week. I'll talk to you later.